Hello, everyone, and welcome to your writing clinic with Christine. And today we are continuing with our pre-writing sessions. Okay, so we've been working on the step before writing, and that is pre-writing. So last week we discussed WH questions. We looked at using questions to generate ideas before we start our writing. Today, we're going to look at creating a mind map. We're going to look at what a mind map is, how can we create it, and how can we use it. Now, this mind map will be created online. So I'm going to show you how to use Word to create a mind map for your notes. Okay. So I'm going to get started. We're looking at our PowerPoint and we're looking at different ways to present and organize our academic ideas. Now, mind maps can be useful when you are taking notes in class and when you have an assignment and you're looking at the brief and you want to generate lots of ideas. So as I recommended in our pre-writing videos and we went over the importance of pre-writing, using a mind map is a very, very effective way to organize your ideas, how to group them together, and which areas for you to look at and find that you need extra knowledge in. So today's agenda, we're going to be looking at our introduction, as in what's a mind map, how can we utilize it, and we're going to look at creating a mind map in Word, and then we'll have a general summary. Okay, let's go through it. So, introduction. Oops. So, mind maps are visual diagrams that help you organize your ideas. Okay. Maria, have you ever used a mind map before?
No.
Okay, so we'll hopefully get you using mind maps soon. So they are a visual way for you to organize your ideas. They're useful for brainstorming and structuring information and of course study notes. So you can use various tools. Today we are looking at Microsoft Word. In a later video of mine, we will examine PowerPoint as we're using a mind map, okay? So oh, not sure what happened to my formatting there. So we're going to have a check-in. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling happy, feeling sad, but worried? If you want, you can type it in. If you're not comfortable with letting us know, you can just answer it by yourself, okay? So I'm going to answer with I'm feeling a bit happy, had a good weekend, so I'm excited to be back at work and start my day. All right, so let's begin. I hope you are ready. So, why do we use a mind map? So, a mind map is great with your memory retention. So, when you are writing down all your ideas, it's a good visual to see of what you know, what you understand. And if you just start writing your essay, you won't be able to remember all the wonderful points you had at the beginning. Okay, sometimes stress may kick in and you will forget what you have done. Again, it also breaks complex information into simple visual chunks so you can see all your ideas, all your information just arranged in a nice, simple format. Okay. And it's useful for planning our projects, our essays, and studying. I enjoy using a mind map. I like using it because it makes me get all my information out quickly. I can go back and check my information as needed. Okay, so here is the steps to create a mind map. Okay, we're going to do this on Word. So we're just going to go over an overview of what to expect. So like I said, a mind map is a visual way to present and organize our wonderful ideas. It does add structure. Okay, so when you first get your essay question, Maria, what do you do when you are given your essay question? How do you go about writing it?
We need to take step by step.
Yes, step by step. So what's your step one?
In the middle of the page, we
Mm-hmm.
will write the main idea or topic we want to develop.
Yes. So for me, that's what I would do, exactly as you said. So in the middle of the page, if you are doing this like on freehand or with actual paper, you can take the page, write your main idea, which will be your essay topic, and then draw it out, okay? Then you're going to think of all your sub ideas or topics related to that. And then you'll keep repeating step 2 until you have generated all the topics you can about that um, assignment question. Okay, so let's get into a mind map. And we are going to look at creating a mind map. So the first thing you need to do is open your Microsoft Word. Okay, then you're going to click on Insert and then Add Shapes. Then you're going to choose a central shape for the main idea. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to Word right now. And I've got Word opened. Okay, so you would see your blank page. Then you're going to go not File, not Home, but you're going to go to Insert. So Insert, you're going to move your key until you come across Shapes. And then you're going to click a shape. If you want a circle, you can choose a circle in the middle. If you would like to change that to a square, you could do that and just drag your mouse and change that. Now let's say I don't really like the blue. I want to change my color to an orange. So I just hover up here and it says, and it has all the different colors you could possibly change. If you want to change it, just keep hovering down and it can change to that. Okay, let's go back to that orange. So now it has a blank space. I'm going to write down my essay question. Okay, I'm going to give you an essay question and I'm going to say, discuss AI in university. Okay, so that is my main topic question that I will be looking at. So that's my main one. Now I want to branch out and add extra blocks, okay, or extra squares or extra circles, depending on your design preference. So you're going back to shape. I'm going to add another square, do a smaller one. And I think I have another idea. So I can copy the same square and then I can paste. Okay, so let's see, discuss AI in university, and I will say, who is going to be using AI in university? Who do you think is going to be using AI in university, Miriam?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Who's using AI in university?
The students,
Students, perfect, 100%. So students are using AI. Stretch
as
that out a
teacher,
little bit. The teacher, super. So I got teachers. Okay, there's also, what about people like me? What do you call them?
support.
The support. Yes, you can also go with admin support. Fantastic. Okay, so that's how I create my subtopics. Okay, so now I'm delving into teachers, students, and admin support. So now I'm going to go on to the next step, and that is to connect my drawings or could connect my shape. So I'm going to insert shape. So this is on the far left and you'll see it has all these lovely shapes here, but I want an arrow. Okay, I'm going to choose an arrow and I'm going to join it like that. So there's my arrow pointing there and I want to connect another arrow to here. Okay, so if when you change the arrow direction, you would press that. So just sort of swivel it around and you can copy and paste again. But if you want to change it like I've done, just drag it across and move it over there. Okay, so that's how you can add it. Now I want to develop this a bit more because, like I said, we are working on pre-writing. At this point, we are getting out all our ideas. Okay, so this is for using it online. If we will look at how you can do this on paper, but I always recommend having an online version of the Word document or of your mind map because you may lose the paper and then it may be gone. Okay, so let's look at another shape. Now I'm developing, so I've said discuss AI in university and I've spoke about who's using AI, okay? And we said students, the teachers, and admin support. Now, let's look at students. What will students use AI for? When will they use it?
You ask me?
Yes.
Ah, uh, when I need to search for one topic,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
So I'll use it for topics,
Yeah,
okay? Or I can use it for study.
study.
Let's do another one. When you are switching between the languages you speak, do you
Trans
use AI?
translate.
Yes. Translation. Okay. Translation. You can make that a bit bigger. Okay. Strike that. This. Big. Okay, I'm going to continue with my arrows. I can just change it there. So this is study. It's translation. Okay. And it's all the topics where students will use AI. Also, when you are walking on your way to campus or you're going to somewhere that you haven't been before, what will you use? Your maps?
Uh, maybe for information.
Yeah. So if you were traveling to a shop that you haven't, or a shopping center you have never been to before, what would you use?
Uh, to know the new uh, items in the shop.
Yeah. But when you are on your way from home and you want to get to the new shopping center, what would you use?
The address, the GPS.
Yes, 100% the GPS. Okay, so sometimes students may be traveling from really far. They'll use the maps on their phone, and that map has AI on it. Okay, so I'm going to do another little block here because we're still talking about all the things related to AI. And remember, it's not just going to be for assignments, it's going to be all the different ways we have integrated AI into our lives. So we could put travel. Okay. So, do you see how we haven't written any information as in our essay format? We haven't got an introduction, we don't have a body, we don't have a conclusion, but we are still getting information, but through the way of a mind map, okay? So
Yeah.
let's look at another part of this. Discuss AI in university. We've looked at who's using it. We can also look at is it positive or is it negative? Okay. So what do you think my next square is going to be? My next subtopic?
Negative.
Yes. So just move it around and I'm going to do a negative and I think I'm going to change my block color. So it's negative. Let's change that to
To look after inform bad information.
Yeah, I'm just changing it to a purple. Let's see, a light purple. Okay, so that's my negative. Also, let me change these so I know these are different subtopics. Okay. Then admin support. So you see when you want to change the color,
Yes,
you
yeah.
click on your square, go to fill, and let's do gray for them. Okay, so I got negatives. What else can I add in as a subtopic?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe others topic different of school.
Hmm. So we got the negative aspect. What goes along with negatives? You would have negative and
It's about behavior.
yes. So we're talking about a main topic now. So we have negatives. So negatives are discussing all the bad about AI. What do we call it when we discuss all the good about AI? So the opposite of negative. Negative and par.
Positive.
That's it. Super. So I'm going to create another one being positive. Okay. I should have maybe moved this down a little bit more in the middle and change that to positive, and that's how I can continue. Okay. So we got the positives here. Let's change that color. So click on it and go to full. Go to, let's do, let's see, I want more colors. Let me do a yellow. Okay, lovely. So now I'm going to develop my positives and I'm going to develop my negatives. So I'm adding my arrow and I'm moving that there along. Okay. So let's create another one going to positive. Let's move that there. Okay. Which do you want to start with? Positive and negatives of AI? All the good things, all the bad
Yes,
things?
yeah. All the and positive,
All the
all
positives.
good,
Okay, so let's start with all the positive things. What do you like about using AI?
positive AI.
Yes, yeah, all the positives.
The good information for my study.
Okay, and just a reminder, we put down absolutely everything we know about this. Okay, we're not going to be editing during our mind maps. We just want to get all the information we can about the topic. So good information for my study. Any other positives that you can think about?
To help other students,
Yeah, it's helpful to other
each
students,
other, each other.
helpful for each other. I think there's a few more. Can you think of any others?
To create a good design
Yeah,
for
definitely. That is fantastic. It's great for design. Great. Did you say create?
yeah.
Create good design. I use Canva all the time, and Canva is amazing. It's AI also generated, so I agree with you there. Can I give one of my positives also that I enjoy
Yeah.
about AI? I think AI has can save you a lot of time.
Yes,
So
I agree.
So it is definitely helpful to save you time, especially when you are busy and you just want to get information or you want to get something done. Okay. So let's look at that. So you can say it saves time. Okay. Okay, so we looked at quite a bit of the positives. Now, let's look at some of the negatives of AI. What would you say are some of the negatives that you have experienced with AI?
Maybe uh, the people who want to destroy some app or
Hmm.
to use this and not good way.
Yes, not in an ethical way. That is fantastic. Not used in a good way. That's fantastic. 100% agree with you. Any other negatives you can think about?
So to get in touch with bad people, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, is this correct?
We're going to write it down because this is a mind map, okay? So anything we're not sure about, we can still write it down and check later. The
Yeah,
whole point of our mind map is that we write down everything that comes to our mind when we are looking at the topic, okay? So there's no right or wrong answer. So if we're not sure, we will look at it, do some research, and then decide if we can use that information, okay?
yeah.
So let's do that. Send communication with people. Just gonna write that as communication with people.
Suspicion.
Suspicious communication. Ooh, okay, I like that. Suspicious communication with people. All right. So I can also give one if of my own with chat, like for example, using ChatGPT. The information is not always correct. So you may have incorrect information. Okay. And I'll put the ChatGPT. Okay. So you got all these things that are popping up. Now, what we would do is we're still going back to our main topic. Okay. Discuss AI in university. So you think for the teacher, what would be a positive part of AI? And then you can also say what would be a negative part of AI for the teacher. So I'll help a bit with it from my experience. So the positive part of AI would be the fact that it can create lesson plans for you. Okay. So I'm just going to move that there. Be lesson plans for me. And then a negative part is that it's still, this also will follow up. The information that's given to me may not always be correct. Okay, so I would still have to go and double check. So there's at risk for incorrect information in plans. Okay.
I think the positive can be to update uh, all information regard the lesson, the class.
So it's update all information. Okay. In class. So here we just want to get out as much information as we can about that. So do you see, we haven't written anything about our assignment yet, but we got a lot of information already. We know we can talk about who uses AI and how they use AI. Then we know we can focus about the negatives of AI and the positives of AI. Now, admin support. How do you think they would use AI?
The positive is to help students.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So we can get a positive here. Just going to change that. Do you think we have enough information to fill in more about how the admin staff would use AI?
Maybe I need to understand the question.
Do you think we have more information about the admin support and how they use AI?
No?
Exactly. No, we don't. So then we can put in a block that says research. Okay, so we have come across an area that we don't have information on by ourselves. So that's all we do. We're not sure about it. We just put a block that says more research. So the mind map also helps us to understand what we know and what we don't know. Okay. So we feel very confident about negatives, positives. We feel confident about the teachers and the students. And then with the admin support, we're not that sure. So we need to go and research it. So that means when we are planning out our assignment, we may not even use admin support because we don't have a lot of information. Okay, so now we're sort of fleshing it out, and we can talk about who else is using AI. So let's discuss AI in university, and then we'll add in a personal perspective. Okay. So that means I'm going to talk about AI from my own understanding or how I use it. Okay, so let's create a new block for my personal understanding. And this is going to be us. What color would you like this to be?
Red.
Red. Okay. Is this too bright?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Okay, so let's get another arrow. And then I'm going to paste that there. And let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to say me. Okay, so me is both you and both myself. So now it's going to be, how do I use AI? Okay,
Yes.
so can you tell me all the ways you use AI?
For research or for search information.
Okay,
For
okay, I'm going to type all of that in. Let me just get my blocks. I love that you have so many ideas. Okay, so we got research. What else?
translation,
Okay, anything else?
uh, for travel, like
Mm-hmm.
students. Travel
I just need to move this down. Come on. Travel. Okay. So now we got the personal perspective. This is how you use AI. You use it for traveling. Okay,
and
just move.
study as well.
Perfect. Okay. So if you see your blocks moving around like this, it's perfectly fine. Just move them to where they need to be and move your arrows where they need to be. Okay, now why I like using the colors is that it can help me see what is a topic, what are my subtopics, and what's information where I still need to find out. Okay, that can be there. Let's copy that. goes up there. All right. So I'm just going to put it in focus now. So do you see how much of information we have got? And we haven't written an essay yet. However, do you feel like it would be easy to write an essay with using a mind map?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so what do you feel about students? Do you feel like we have a lot of information on students?
Yes.
The teachers?
Yeah.
The oh, where did my positive go? It's gonna go back there. Apologies. I've lost my positive. Let's make that yellow. So let's just move that there. Okay, lovely. All right, so about the positives, do you think we have enough information there?
I think so.
Negatives?
Yes.
And about your personal understanding or usage of AI?
Yeah.
Admin support?
Yes.
Admin support?
Maybe we didn't write about negative.
Yes, because we didn't have enough information, so we need to go and do more research, okay?
Yeah.
So from here, you can already see what you will be writing about and your paragraphs, okay? So your paragraphs can also go into, now we can look at maybe add in another block where we look at the basic definition, okay? We say, what is AI? So now we look at the definition. How would we start off our essay? We can look at the definition. What is it? Okay. And then we can look. So if we're looking at what is AI, what do you think could be a next question? So we're looking at what is AI? We could
Is a
follow up with
is a tool to use for study.
perfect. So it is definitely a tool. So we can say it's a tool. And one of its uses can be for studying. Okay. So then we can also look into different types of AI. Okay. So we can look into the types of AI. Types of AI. All right. Let me see if I can get an arrow. Copy arrow. Paste arrow.
Yeah, I will ask my best friend if she's available to pick me up. So it's better. It'll be better just for your well-being. Yeah, you'll feel better and all that. That's all. Like it's
I can get it to reach.
okay.
There we go.
I would have observation.
So back to focus. So now we can look at how we would plan out this essay. Okay, so we could, what do you think we would start with first?
Definition.
The definition. Okay, so I think our blues will be our introduction because it'll be a definition. What is it? It's a tool used for studying. And then we can go into types of AI. So that's one paragraph, just your blues. So you can take that and use that as your paragraph. Then all the other different colors are paragraphs by themselves. Okay, so you would have one paragraph focusing or two paragraphs focusing on students, how they use it, negative, positives of it. Another paragraph could be focusing on the teachers, how they use it, negative and positive aspects of it. Okay. So then here you could have your general positive aspects of AI and then your negative positives of AI. And you would have a paragraph about who's using AI,
Me.
your perspective. Okay, so 102 paragraphs about that. And then if you get enough information, you can go on to about admin support. But there's quite a lot of information already by you just doing your mind map. So it helps you to differentiate what type of information you're going to put in. And then it shows you what areas that we may need extra research or support on. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is our mind map. You can, when using Word, you can obviously, you don't have to choose colors if you don't want to, but I find it's helpful for each subtopic to have its own color so you know all the points associated with that. If you don't have colors, it can be a bit confusing and it's easy to mix up. And definitely use your arrows so you know which points or which subtopics are linked to each other. Okay, so you can change your arrow color if you want. You can get them to match your topic, but that's up to you. Okay, let's say you want to change this arrow to purple. Then you go to click on your arrow and then you can change it either at the top here and now it's purple. You want to change your positive to yellow. Have a quick look if yellow is there. Okay. Well, you can choose orange for that. Choose that to gray. Up to you how you choose that. Okay, and let's say you want to have lines instead of you want to have a break of lines rather than a solid line. That's what you can use. So lots of options on your styles here. Okay, if you want to have two arrows, that's what you can use, but that's depending on you. Now, the way you arrange it is 100% dependent on you. You can find presets of mind maps, but it is a great way to start before you start your writing. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to my PowerPoint and then we're going to end very soon. Okay, so we definitely added the lines, we added in shades for subtopics, we added colors, and we text. So I didn't look at how you could format your text, but you can have a look at that when we are doing our mind map in PowerPoint. Okay, so just to round it off, when you are doing your mind maps, keep it simple, keep it clear. Use keywords instead of long sentences. You may have noticed I didn't add in any sentences. They were very short, sometimes a word or two, just to signify what the topic was about. And definitely use different colors for different branches. Did you find the different colors were helpful in understanding the information?
Yes.
Okay. And if you can use images or icons depending on your time, okay, and how you'd like your mind map to work. So if you don't want to use lines, you can do a mind map like this, where it's just very free flowing. Again, that's up to you. All right. And you know myself, Christine, there's my colleague Kieran, and we are the English support team at the Manchester campus. Here's our email, and we can help with presentation skills, assignment skills, general academic skills, and in-person and online sessions. And please join us for our latest session, which is using PowerPoint to create your mind maps.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you.